Have you ever pondered upon the great flood described in the Bible? Imagine you're there, gathered with all the animals, two by two, about to embark on a boat that will save them from the raging waters. As the rain pours down and the wind howls, you peer into the darkness beyond the light of the ark. You wonder, are those eyes staring back at you, curious, scared, left out in the storm? Hi, I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into a topic that's both intriguing and thought-provoking. We're going to explore the mystery of who didn't make it onto Noah's Ark. So let's set sail on this journey through history and faith, uncovering the secrets of those creatures that might have been left behind. In the grand narrative of the Bible, specifically Genesis chapter 6 to 9, we're told a story of immense proportions. God, seeing the wickedness of humanity, decides to cleanse the earth with a great flood, sparing only Noah, his family and the animals he brings onto a massive boat. But what the Bible doesn't do is provide a comprehensive list of every creature that found refuge in the ark. This omission has given rise to countless questions and theories over the centuries. One of the most popular theories is the idea that the dinosaurs roamed the earth during Noah's time and that they, along with many other species, were wiped out by the Great Flood. Supporters of this theory argue that the fossil record shows that the mass extinction event at the end of the Cretaceous period coincides with the biblical timeline for the flood. They believe that the dinosaurs, being large reptiles, would have been natural candidates for preservation in the fossil record. If they were around during Noah's time, their absence from the ark would explain why no dinosaur DNA has been found. However, critics of this theory point out that the Bible does not explicitly state that dinosaurs existed during the time of the flood. Additionally, the scientific consensus is that dinosaurs went extinct around 66 million years ago, long before the earliest estimates for the flood. Another fascinating theory revolves around the mythical unicorn. In medieval legends, unicorns were often depicted as pure and unblemished creatures, symbolizing Christ himself. Some legends claim that because of their grace and nobility, unicorns were granted entry to the ark. However, there are also tales of unicorns that refused to board the ark, choosing instead to roam free and face the flood. These stories symbolize the human struggle between faith and doubt, between obedience and pride. The unicorn, with its ethereal beauty, represents a longing for purity and salvation. Yet some of these creatures are portrayed as disobedient, suggesting that even in the face of divine guidance, free will can lead to destruction. But what about the giants mentioned in ancient texts like the Book of Enoch? Could some of these powerful beings have been left behind during the flood? The Book of Enoch, while not part of the official biblical canon, offers an alternate perspective on the events surrounding the flood. It introduces the Nephilim, a race of giants born from the union of angels and humans. These beings are described as powerful and destructive, causing great harm to humanity. Some scholars interpret the Book of Enoch as suggesting that the Nephilim were not taken onto the ark, either due to their violent nature or because they represented a corruption of the divine order. As we conclude our exploration of who didn't board Noah's Ark, we are left with more questions than answers. The biblical account, while foundational to many faiths, leaves room for interpretation and speculation. The idea that only a select few creatures boarded the ark, whether by choice or by divine decree, adds a layer of complexity to the story. It challenges us to consider the motivations and actions of these creatures, as well as the broader implications for the course of history. Did the dinosaurs perish in the flood, or did they somehow survive? Did unicorns embrace or reject the path to salvation? And what of the giants, the Nephilim, and other mythical creatures from ancient lore? Their fates remain shrouded in mystery, much like the depths of the ocean itself. We may never know for sure what or who didn't make it onto the ark, but these stories serve as powerful reminders of the fragility of life, the power of faith, and the enduring curiosity that drives us to explore the unknown. What are your thoughts on the creatures that may have been left behind during the Great Flood? Feel free to share your theories and ideas in the comments below. Your voice matters, and together we can continue to explore these fascinating mysteries. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe for more captivating journeys into history, faith, and the unexplained. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep seeking the truth. Thank you for joining me on this incredible adventure.